Boo to you too. Hello, welcome, well met. I am not revealed on purpose, for FYI, quickly. But hi! I'm gonna wait a little bit. Let's see if I remember. Okay, I know how to push things. Hello, Mirror Cat, welcome. Buttons. I've been a bundle of nerves the entire time. It's like, oh hey, this is a special day. I hope everything goes right. This button. This is the button I'm looking for. Hello! Can't really see it, but hello, I'm waving at you. Hello. But yeah, we got a silhouette. I hope you like the beginning. We'll be seeing it again, except it's not gonna have the music. Mysterious, yes. I'm gonna wait a little bit so people have a chance to come in before I reveal. For anyone watching live, okay, if you're watching in this VOD, I am sorry, I have no idea when this is gonna stop. This is mostly going to be a 4.0 showcase, and I have made every visual thing myself. Is the background? Oh, I muted the background music. Okay, that's why there's no background music, because I was setting other things up and I forgot to unmute it once I was done. Yeah. Oops. I guess I'll say all the music I'm currently using for my 4.0 is, let me check. What is your name? It's Ashur Ferlero? I've used their music a few times before, but I use it all the same because I just found it just worked out that way, to be honest. Hello, Iris. Hello, everybody. Okay, it's been a few minutes. How should I be doing this? Do we want to do it the typical way, or do we want to start like from the feet up, or do we want to do it? Or do we want to do it the way that we usually do on here and we go from the head to the toes? How do we want to do it? Head to tails or tail from head? I was just like, also, I try to get the chat working, but it's not, and I have no foggy idea why the on-screen chat isn't working at all. Wait, let me try this. If I put this off, will it work? Maybe. Yes, okay, that just doesn't work with that. Okay, well, I figured it out. You can't read it. I was trying to figure out some way of doing that. Is there something I can add so I can... I don't know how to make the text black. Oh no, this is a problem. I forgot to do that. Okay, well, let me get this away because that didn't work. Head to toe. Dealer's choice. Okay, we're apparently doing the standard way. We're doing tail to head. Head to tail. I keep wanting to say tail first, but that's wrong. Okay. I wonder if there's a way. Can I... Okay, if I go to YouTube, can I make the chat a different color? I don't know. I'm gonna have to switch that. Okay. No, actually. No. I have an idea. I don't change the chat color, I'll just change the image color. I will do something else to make that legible later. But okay, I was trying to figure out if I could have a lighter color background for the chat, but apparently the answer is no, you're not experienced enough to unlock that knowledge. Boo. Sad face. Okay, I need this, then this, and then we need to grab this, I think? Yes, where is it? There it is. This is gonna make it look weird, but it's going to make it so chat can see. Well, you can see chat, like chat's more legible, so we'll just have to work with it. Oh well, okay. So that, yay! Chat is somewhat legible now. Hold on, let me move this around. Oh, no, oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. What am I doing? This. It's not a stream unless you have technical difficulties. We all know this, right? It's just not a stream if you don't have technical difficulties. Oh wait, no. I still have the bottom. Ah! I was... Ooh. Why you work sometimes, but other times you're mean? This looks like it's on a project. Actually, I kind of like that. This looks like it's on a I'm screwing up my words. It looks like it's a projector. That's actually kind of boss. We're using, okay, magic lanterna. If you don't know what that is, just look, magic lantern, like the object. They're cool. That's what it looks like. I'm very pleased about this. Oh, hello. Sabora just came over. Oh no, that's coming out of the chat. No. Okay. Thanks. That was a puppy. I don't know if that picked up actually. Okay. I think, so we're gonna do from head. All right. Let's actually get to the model reveal. But first, I need to grab the thing. Okay, should I make myself a little bigger? Make myself a little bigger. Yeah, I think this. Yeah, okay. Yes, okay. I think we're set up. All I have to do is now turn this off. Hi! Hello! Oh no. Oh, he yawned. He didn't whine. He was yawning. He was like, wah. Yeah, he does that. Or it's his pay attention to me sound. And he's just like that. He's a whiny, needy little baby. He's a bit annoying for it, but he's a good boy. He's also new to the family. Well, household. Anyway, however you want to look at it, doesn't matter. There's a puppy in the house. That's the point. I don't think I've mentioned that. Please don't come over here, though. All right. More, not technical difficulties, animal difficulties. If it's not cats, it's your dog making too much sound. Oh, ain't that another, what, streamer staple? Okay, now that I'm not distracted, ooh, okay. Don't do, I need to put, let's put this windowed for me. Not that she looks any different for you guys, but, oh, you know why and where I'm also still at heads? You already saw waving. I could also just put it up and just be, I love that if I don't move, I could just be like, eh, peace. Hands, my hands are up. Let's see. Oh, because of you little Meesies, let's show Meese. Oop, that didn't work. Mice. Sabora is very supportive. But look, little Meesies! I already revealed this design, oh gosh, months back. But you get to see these! Look at the little guys, it's you guys! Great hands, thank you. Look at my claws! I'm more proud about my claws. Okay, but yeah, little Meesies, you guys look up and down. I'm just, yes, Sephora, stop being a nuisance. Oh, for those who are like, this is your first time here, Sabora is my twin. She's very annoying sometimes. I love her anyway. Okay. So yeah, we got Meese, and everything works with everything else. Well, the Meese work with everything else, so... Actually, you know what? Little fuzzballs. Yes! I would never not include my precious little fuzzballs. Oh, what I'm forgetting. You guys, actually, you know what? It'd be easier if I just, like, scooch over a little bit. See, if you can see better now that it's on a thing. This one has, like, a brush tip tail, and I'm gonna go off screen for a little bit. But this one has, like, oh gosh, what do you call it? An ink pen tip? A fountain pen tip? I don't know the proper name, but you know, it's an ink pen tip type. That is so that's only something. Yes, believe it or not. My siblings are only annoying sometimes. Twin privileges. We actually get to be able to get along. We're allowed that. Heck yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, you little painted Meesies have different tail types. So if you want like a brush tip or a pen tip kind of tail, feel free. You can headcanon yourselves. Like if you're a rider, you can have the little pen tip, like some kind of pen tip. So yeah, I figured in this house, we support creativity. I'm going to give you art tool tails. So that is the thing. So you like, I don't know, you guys can, you little painted Macy's can take a look out on all the other painted Mies I may be showing up from now on and see if you can figure out what tail type they have, because that's a game you can play. Or you can design your own, you know, whatever. I'm good with both. Have fun. These little guys are for you. And also you come in the other colors. So like, have a white furred one and a brown furred one with a little magenta booty and a little green booty. But you can have any colors you want. So if you want like, I don't know, black fur and a red booty, go for it. It's just, y'all have colored booties. You're painted. It has to look like paint. At least I would suggest having a fur type that contrasts with the painted fur bits. But yes, go wild. That is your thing. You can headcanon whatever you want. And also I kept the fact that the ears are different too, if you notice. You got slightly different ear types. It's not too noticeable, but it's there if you look. Oh yeah, speaking of ears, I probably should have mentioned mine changed. If you notice, they're more papery because I'm a book and I wanted it to be noticed. Also, you know what? Here, let me get closer. Let me get closer. Hi. Is that better? Also, I can get pretty close and still have it look good. How close can I get? Is this too close? I'm gonna die of embarrassment. Awkwardness? Something like that. Also, you can see you guys actually a little better. Oop. Okay, maybe too close. Ah! Let me... There? We good? Okay, we're good. I need to move up, though. Oh, wait. I need to move up a little bit. Okay. Thank you. I am getting so distracted. As per usual, this is not scripted, so it's a little jumbled. But hey, authenticity or whatever. Oh! I wonder... Face. Yes, the face. But yeah, you can see I got more papery ears because I'm a book. But I kept it colored, so my ears are like ink stained to be the color of my fur. I still have a tail, so I still have fur. I get to say I still have fur. But it's the color of my hair and my fur. And you can see my horns are also like twisty little bits of paper. And they just have scribbles on them. I didn't actually write anything on them. Maybe I should have hidden my name on it, but I also thought about that. I'm like, wouldn't it be weird, a little weird just having my name like on my ear? Wouldn't that be weird? I don't know. Maybe I should have. But yeah, I'm more papery too. But still looking the same, but also it's more like, I'm a book. I'm made from paper and ink. I'm just magic. But okay, that's enough about that. Also, oh, you know what? I've usually had like silver frame glasses, but now I actually have I always want to say bronze, but it's not bronze, it's brass. And I nearly said it again, but I got it correct this time. It's brass. This isn't gold, it's brass. Yes, you're very cute. You're very cute. I said we. I'm not a painted mouse, you guys. But yes, you're very cute. Look at you, so cute. I can go over and be like, snuggies. Oh, and my favorite thing about this is I can do this. I can do the neutral face of disappointment. So I can look disappointed now. I had to mention that. I am essentially a sentient mirror, I feel, yeah. Oh yeah. Yay for fellow Vtubers that aren't looking like they're objects, but they still are, I guess. Even though there's Vtubers that look like objects too. You know, either or works. I'm not discriminating. Not personally. I'm gonna scooch back. Okay, how is this going? Alright. I'm going to put chat to the side for a second. I cannot read it for a second. But we're going to go scoochy up. Actually, I'm gonna move back more. Ta-da! Blouse. Actually, you little guy. Nah, you guys can stay. Okay. Move back over. Throw the face. No! No more face. Okay, goodbye. No face for you. Yeah, you can also... Oh, you know what I haven't been doing? I have still a little game controller, so you can see my little game controller. But, I also have this. This is my drawing. What am I scribbling? I don't know. What I'm actually drawing, just happy faces. But yes. I hope it comes across. Oh, I didn't mention it. I should have. But my, up by my chest, I guess I'll move down a little bit, is you can see that it looks like an open book, but also kind of like one of those stylized lotus flowers. So that was the idea for this. And another thing you might notice is that my corset, I should have made it so you guys could see my pointer. Can I do that? Hold on. Is that something I can like click real fast? No, I don't think so. Boo. I wish I had my mouse pointer. Apparently will not allow me to do that quickly. But my corset looks like a bookshelf, like books in a bookshelf. Like this is the binding of the books. That's the idea. I hope that comes across. Okay, and you may also notice I have little armlet guard thingies. Yes, I still have a tail. Don't worry, I'm not losing my tail. Excuse you. I mean, yeah, I could rearrange my pages so I don't have a tail, but why would I do that? Then I don't have a tail, and where's the fun in that? But another thing, an element I want to mention, because you can see it in my little arm cuffies, is that it kind of looks like an open book, because, you know, stylized. So there's a lot of those elements, like even on my skirt, which, yay, skirt, swishy. Is it actually? Nope, I have to go a little higher. There we go. Swishy. So I made it so my skirt, which is very swishy, by the way. I gotta stop moving so fast. If I move a little slower, yeah, there we go. There's more. But I can also go like wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You can see a little bit of my tail. But I wanted it to kind of look like an open book with a bookmarker, which is why they have a little flappy flap there. It's a bookmarker. It's also a very fancy bookmarker. I could totally, if I ever did it, make those real and hand them out or something. I don't know. Merch? I'm never gonna get merch, probably. I guess never say never, but that seems unlikely anytime in the near future. But okay. Now, apparently, the most important thing. I have a tail still. Look at my tail. Also my boots. But the tail is more important. Look at my fuzzy tail. It's still fuzzy. I have a fuzzy tail. But I also have really good boots, which also look like they have open books on it. Can you tell I was really trying to make this outfit have a book motif? I tried so hard. I think this is also the second boot design I did. I made myself boots, looked at them, and went, nah, I could do better, and I did them over again. So yeah, but boots. I actually am really proud of my boots. I like my boots. Let me like my boots. But yeah, that is my new outfit. So I hope it's exciting. And I can also be note-taking, which I think is more versatile than just having, like, I don't know, drawing tablet like I've been doing in the past, but now I can have, like, if I'm like, wait a second, I need to note this down, I can pull up my book and also look like I'm taking notes, because sometimes I might be taking notes, and I could just be like, doo-dee-doo-dee-doo, I'm taking notes. Which is cool. Not as exciting, but I also can play games. I have my little handsies. You can see my claws. I love my claws. Claws. I'm so happy I finally get to use this. I finally get to wear my outfit. my new 4.0 outfit, and all you Mises have looked your side. Oh, should I go on to backgrounds and stuff now? I have shown myself off. I am dying to show off the thing that actually took me months. I put myself together pretty well, but backgrounds are much harder, which I'm kind of blocking this one. So let me, you know what? I'm gonna go over here. Oop, no, actually, no. What am I doing? This way's better. I swear I'm an experienced streamer. I've been doing this for 3 years. But yeah, I got bookshelves behind me. It's not too exciting, but I do have some nice Lily of the Valley designs up on top of the bookshelf, which I really like. Let me shuffle back over here. Chat, go away. I saved, though I can still read it myself. Don't worry, I can still see you guys. I can still see you guys' message. As you can see, it's very leafy. I know it's really, really shocking that I, Leona Theodosia, lover of, like, nature and stuff, support your local rewilding projects and all that, has a lot of plants. It's like Art Nouveau is a favorite style of mine because it's fancy plant stuff. I say as I also don't go outside all that often, I feel like. Someone who does, but I do like walks. I like walks in forest. Walks in forest are nice. But that thing right here, let me do this. Right here. That's a clock. I know it doesn't look it, but it is a clock. The little jewel in the center, if you look at it, but you have to be in person, it will tell you the time. It doesn't work over the camera though. Sorry. But I got a nice little couch that looks like woven branches, so I hope that looks nice. And I have a radio. It's very cool. I know it looks old, but don't worry, it uses new stuff too, don't worry. It just looks antique. It's not actually antique. Exactly. I mean, I can still pick up on radio waves on this. It's fun. I like it. It's what's playing the music right now. At least that's what I'm saying. But yeah, that's the background. Let me put this one and this one. Okay, I'm like, I don't want to hit anything too soon. All right. What do I want to do? Cool details in the background. Yes, thank you. Oh, that's okay. That's what's going on. I understand. Go away. Yes, I try to make it look very fancy. That's part of the reason why it took me a while. Oh, I mentioned this before at the end of my last stream. That's going to be... I'm disappointed at myself. I can't remember right away. That's going to be the Pokemon Coliseum stream I did. I mentioned that I was only able to do some of these backgrounds because I had to enlist the help of video games. Maybe people could tell this was because of Animal Crossing, that this is the Animal Crossing one. But yeah, I had to rearrange furniture and stuff in the Animal Crossing game to get as a base. Do I have that image? I might have that image. I might show that a bit, but I do plan to show, if I can find them. One of them is in like a 12 freaking click folder thing, so I don't always remember the path to get to the tank thing, and I'm just like, oh boy. But we'll see if I can find the images. The one I used for the interior should be obvious, but I figured people might be curious of what I did. I arranged it myself and took the photo, so it's not like I grabbed it from somewhere else. I'm like, I arranged it, got the photo. But I did have to, I needed a little help, because I'm not very good at backgrounds, but I think it's really different, so I got the help I needed, did get me some nice little bits of furniture and all that. It's not a one-for-one thing, I hope. I'm just nervous because I know like the art community can be really mean. They're like, you used a reference? I'm like, yes, people use references. I have an art history degree. The greats use references. They made their own references. Hello, I have made my own reference. People are so mean. Makes me nervous. But speaking of all that, let's start. And speaking of starting, let's actually show my starting screen. This is going to cover up chat, and I'm not sorry about that. But yes, my starting screen video. So yeah, it starts here. And I'm actually pretty proud I was able to do that book starting soon transition. We'll see it again. But yeah, this is the planes. And I got a lot of little references. I'll probably point them out next round. But we have the Hananomi from Spectrums. Yeah, that's not a Digimon. I have a feeling people might go, is that a Digimon? I'm like, no, that's a Spectrum. Which I have played through the third game on the channel, if you're curious. And so now we have a Sea of Stars. So, of course, I had to put some of the crystal stars from Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door. Yeah, Thousand-Year Door. I always want to say thousand-year-old door, but there's no old. Even though they say that all the time in the game, it's not in the title. Yeah, this is the only one, the forest here, is the only one that does not have references. And this is where I had to use the game you can also get on Steam. Not sponsored. I have no sponsorships. But I used that to make the outside of this building, which looks like it's only the base frame. None of the details look the same. But my goodness, was that helpful. It's not that expensive of an indie game either. So, I mean, they support indie games, you know? If you too have trouble drawing exterior buildings, that might be a game for you, especially if you like medieval looking things. But yeah, okay, so hold on. Let me play this over. I can do this. Haha. This is the actual starting scene. Yeah, I can pause it now. So we actually have two references in this. The Sakura tree, it has a little sun symbol. It might be too small to really see it. And let me make it bigger for a second. I think I have to hit Alt to make it keep. No, it's Shift for this, I think. Oop. No? Okay, no, it just does that. Okay. That should be a little easier to see. But you can see on the tree trunk, there is a little red sun symbol. That's because this is the Okami reference, which is also why there's a little guy hanging on the tree. It's supposed to be a Shine monk. I'm a little nervous about that for other reasons, but it's a Shine monk. If you don't know what that is, just type it in. It's really easy to find what they are. They bring in good weather, I guess, put simply. But if you want to know more, they're just like, the Pokemon Shuppet looks a lot like one, but yeah, that's all it is. So, and I did say there's two, because there's also, what is it called? It's a fawn. There's a little baby minion from Final Fantasy XIV. Also in the background right now. So that's the two references. We have an Okami reference, and we have a little fawn from Final Fantasy XIV. So let this play some more. Because then we have dragon. And some of you might recognize this dragon silhouette because it's the light dragon from The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So yeah, I just put the little silhouette of the light dragon. I played that game a lot, and I keep always, like, one of my favorite things to do whenever I go play Tears of the Kingdom is go find the light dragon and just sit on her head, and I'm just like, I'm good here. Yep, I'm good here. I've literally spent, I think the longest I spent, and I try not to spend too long, because I will just sit on her head for hours if I let myself. But I realized, I, like, looked at the time, I'm like, oh, it's been 45 minutes. I was just sitting on her head enjoying the view, so I had to include the light dragon. Plus, I did Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom playthrough. I played Breath of the Wild already at that point. I'm like, is that a new playthrough? How many times? I had to think about that. But the Tears of the Kingdom one, that was my first experience. I think I gotta yell about the tree on stream. I was like, oh, the trees move. There's monster trees. Because I think I had my camera out and it showed up. I'm like, I can take a picture. Why can't I take a picture of a tree? Oh, it's a monster tree. Oh gosh, now I have to be paranoid about all the forest. All the trees in the forest. There is one, like a little outcrop of monster trees, and it looks like a normal tree outcrop if you're not paying attention. But yeah. Oh yeah, this also has a second reference, which if for any of my longtime Animal Crossing fans will definitely know what that is. That is an Animal Crossing present. And I say long-time Animal Crossing fans because if I let this play a bit more, if you pay attention, it gets stuck in the tree like it used to in the older games when we didn't have slingshots. So yeah. I'm just waiting for one of these days to just somebody to type out in the comments, no, the present got stuck in the tree! Because they didn't know they used to do that. I'm just hoping I get one person who just starts screaming about the present getting stuck in the tree. It's a small, silly little wish, but it's there nonetheless. And then I just have a cool little mountain over here. That's not referencing anything in particular. Hananomi. I've already mentioned this. This is Hananomi from Spectrobes. Again, I've played the 3rd game, Spectrobe Origins, on the channel. I'm going to shamelessly plug everything. Look, this is my 3rd anniversary. I get that. I get that ticket. I get that ticket today. I think that's also the... Oh, wait. Nope. We missed one. I missed one because... Actually... I have yet to play this game. I don't know if I actually will ever get the chance, but okay, this is going to go off screen for a little bit. But if I have to really zoom in here, there's a little Higgly from Ni no Kuni Reverent Kingdom, one of the shadow ones, sitting under the tree. I had to add him because I've been replaying Reverent Kingdom and I've been having a great freaking time about it, and I had to add the Higgly. It makes no sense because I've only ever mentioned the games. I've never played it on, at least as of the time of recording, I have not played either of the Ni no Kuni games. Oh, console games. There's also a phone game, but I do think it's... I don't even know if it's still going or not, to be honest, so I don't know about that. Did he even get an English release? I really don't know. But yeah, that's hard to get info on. It's mainly only really talked about Japan at the very least. If it's not only Japan only. I think it might have gotten some other releases elsewhere, like out of Asia, but again, I'm not sure. It's hard to find info. Ni no Kuni doesn't have the biggest following to begin with, and certainly a Ni no Kuni phone game wasn't in the West, at least. Phone games don't do as well as console games in the West. For, like, not like phone games in general, but phone games of a series. That's what I'm meaning. I should clarify. Clearly, phone games do really well. I'm sure people are like, and I'm like, no, that's not what I'm trying to mean. Oops. Okay, now, if I let this play, I think, yeah, we're got to the end of the plane. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss anything. Yes, okay, so... The Sea of Stars, we have the Competto stars in the water. I had to add them in, and then I just... They're generic. You can find them in, like, probably a few games. Actually, you can actually find Competto in Final Fantasy XIV. Can you make it in Animal Crossing? I know they have the the Competto little star fragments you can get. But that's not a reference that's not like an intentional reference. It's a Japanese candy. It's made from sugar. I think traditionally they would take a sesame seed and then cover it in sugar until it got thick enough to whatever thickness they wanted, depending on how big they wanted the candy. And then they would grow it a certain way so it would make this star pattern. So it's a traditional Japanese candy of just, it's like rock candy, I guess. It's the best comparison. I have actually eaten it. It's just like rock candy sugar cubes. That's how I describe them, in the shape of these starish kind of shapes. Oh, you know what? You also have Competto show up in the little gratitude crystals in Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, which I realized I could also play that. That's also a game I can spend hours on doing a very simple task. I'm not kidding, there's one time I think I spent 2 hours carrying a pumpkin around and having the remlets follow me on Skyloft. I'm not kidding. I was just chatting with some friends of my sister. And that's what I did. When I say, oh, I could do this for hours, I mean it. I'm just like, this in particular, I'm good here. I'm vibing. It's always the simple, really relaxing things. It's like, are you stressed out all the time? Yes. I appreciate when I can relax and de-stress. By the way, I can still oh, hello, Frug. Welcome, welcome. I know chat's blocked, but I can still read it for anyone could just coming in is like, oh, chat's blocked. You can't read anymore. Yes, I can. It's to the side for me as well. I think it's to the side for you if you're on YouTube. At least it should be. This YouTube's being screwy on me. If it is. But yeah, I can see chat. I have to click this, and then it'll let me push the play button. Oh, I think that's also down in the lower left corner. There is the Sapphire? Yeah, Sapphire, Crystal Star from Paper Mario, and the 1000-Year Door. I think I have the Topaz one and the Emerald one because those are my favorite chapters. Is Boggity Woods, where you get the Emerald Star. I like the... Of course, I want to say the name, and the only part I can remember is that it's Glitz something. Glitzville? Glitzville! Glitzville! Thank you, brain. The chat is covered in our view. It's covered in my view, too! The thing is, I have two chats. I have the basically on-screen chat, and then I have this to the side chat that I can actually also read. But yes, the on-screen chat is covered for me too. I can't read it either. I think there's like a lot of things like streamers are, I bet there's a lot of people who use this streamers that have like 2 monitors. So they have like, oh right, you guys can't see that, but I can because it's on my second monitor. I have one screen. If you guys can't see it, I can't see it either. And more likely than not. Which I don't know if that made more or less impressive. I don't know. That's a probably person by person thing. I'll let y'all decide, but yeah. I'm also super proud of this glass star. Let's see. Do I still have the notes? Oh yeah, and now you can see the Topaz star. It's in front of it. Because I figured, let's put the yellow thing in front of the blue thing because color theory, it'll make it pop. So yeah, glitz bit. Oh, and then the... silver. It's not silver. Sapphire. The Sapphire star you get on the island portion of that game, and I like that one. Oh, thank you! I like my eyes too. Okay, let me see if I have my notes still. I don't know if I do. Either that, it's over there. Okay, it's either here. No, wait, no, yeah, no. No, it's not there. It's over here. I have an actual book. I think that kind of picked up. Let's check my book. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. The question is, oh wait, there it is. Here it is. Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can read my writing. It's very small, which is the problem with it. It's not that I write illegibly, it's just sometimes when it's really small, it's hard to read. Why do I do this to myself? But it's Dormortierite? Dormortieric? Something like that in quartz. So it's gem? It's a gem within quartz. So that's fun. And I saw basically this. So I had to draw it. I drew it star shaped because it's a sea of stars, but I don't mention this, but I like geology to an extent. I don't know if I could get into the super nitty-gritty stuff, but I do like geology. It's like, hey, this is a cool geological formation. And I'm like, ooh, why? And they're like, oh, because of this. I'm like, oh, neat. Can you tell I just like it when people are enthusiastic about things, and if they explain it to me, I'm like, yay. Thank you for the well wishes. Yep. 3rd anniversary. Been around for 3 years. I mentioned that to somebody I knew, and they're like, it's been 3 years? And I'm like, yes. It's been 3 years. And now we get to the little shooting star segment. That might be pausing soon to point out. Yeah! This might be familiar because it is the Swift animation from Pokemon Coliseum, because of course I had to put a Pokemon Coliseum thing, and I saw the Swift. I was like, well, Espeon still has that, because it's an absolute, it will hit. It has, for the accuracy, it always hits. So that's part of the reason why I have it. So I've used it quite a few times on stream, so I'm like, you know, I can put that in my Sea of Stars, so I did. So yeah, there's reference. Yeah, all of you who showed up for this and watched this now know all the little secret things, and so if anyone's like surprised or be like, is that this? All of you can be like, yeah, it is! She told us! So yeah, I have little shooting stars. And, oh, this Competto here is a lot different from the other glowy Competto. I'm tripping up on my words. I'm trying to get it in my head myself, and my words are coming out jumbled. But this little bit is also interesting because this is mossy agate. So that is an actual gemstone. You can look up photos of it, but it's mossy agate. And, you know, it's me. I also thought it was a little sneaky because the Sea of Stars transitions to the forest, which has a lot of moss on the ground. It's not grass, it's moss. So it ends with a mossy agate Competto star. Haha, turns into the forest. Haha. Wink wink. I don't do this for anything else, but I do it for this. Yeah, and then we get to the forest, which has a lot of detail on the gosh dang trees. Would you believe me if I wanted to put more detail on the gosh dang trees? It's also kind of a reference because I use Studio Ghibli from forest scenes from Princess Mononoke to figure out how to draw like that, because I'm like, I want to draw like this. How do? And I figured out that one of the ways they make the forest really lived in is like they have the moss over everything, which I kind of already figured out. When I use moss over everything, it gets everywhere in these old forests. But also like the ferns, which I'm really fond of ferns, so I had to stick those around the place. And which really surprised me is that they have the vines coming off of these old things. I do know there are vines that go on trees in the wraparound and stuff. But I was still surprised seeing that that was like actually something that was drawn, because beforehand I'd only see that in like botanical kind of drawings. Like it's made to teach like, hey, there's vines that grow on trees, and then it's drawn in. I was like, I don't know why I was so surprised, but it was. So there's your tip of drawing Studio Ghibli trees. Moss, tiny plants growing off the moss, and then vines growing along the trunk. It will look so much more like the Studio Ghibli tree. There's your art tips. You're welcome. So then we have, oh yeah, the little dragonfly, which, oop, okay, it's really hard to. If I make this wider, it'll be easier to get to more of the frame I want. The little dragonfly is fun because animating it was so funny. Because, like, usually in my animation, it has, like, the keyframes are showed as little dots on your little animation timeline. But for the dragonfly wings, it's, like, a bunch of just, like, a string of dots. It looks like a string of pearls. And I don't know why, just that makes me giggle. But it does. And yes, this is a dragonfly, which is another reason why I wanted to just point it out. And that's what it is. It's like the dragonfly I had in my chatting screen last, so I wanted to keep it around. I actually wanted to keep a dragonfly or butterfly, like the glowy ones in this one, but I didn't know where I wanted to put it or how to do that. I still might change the chatting screen. It might get a brush up. I'm like, I don't want to major change it, but it might get a brush up to add some animation, because one of the things I like doing is making sure there's some like tiny animation or something going on, so people have a chance of going like, oh, the stream isn't frozen, like Leona must have stepped away, that's why there's like not much going on or something. But like the stream isn't frozen because like sometimes it can freeze but the sound still plays, but the visuals are frozen. So I always try to make a point of it having at least one moving object at all times, but I didn't do it in my chat screen because I didn't have the time to figure out how to implement that, and I was like, later. So the chat screen is not 100% done, but it's mostly done. I hope y'all aren't mad. I might just stick bugs on the vines, that might be what I would do. But anyway, moving on. Probably for the much more interesting building here, which, let's see. It does have it so the lights flash. It's very subtle, so I wonder if any of y'all caught on to it before I, before I mentioned it here. But yeah, this was a pain in the butt to draw. Even with the building I made and the little, again, not sponsored, no sponsors. Just the game Tiny Glade. Which is really good. Again, if you have, it's medieval, not to be confused with like the Renaissance period or the Regency period. Have you also, I don't know if it's just me, but I've recently been saying people point at the Regency period, which is like 1800s. It's like right before the Victorian era. And they're like, that's medieval. I'm like, no, that's the 1800s. The Middle Ages, aka medieval times, was like mainly like the 14 and 1500s. You're a few centuries off, and it's kind of getting to the point where it's bugging the heck out of me. So I'm gonna mention it here. You may be able to tell that I'm really annoyed. I'm trying not to show it. But it's seriously starting to bug me. I'm like, that's the Regency period. If they have silverware and books, it's the Regency period. Yeah, because I guess some people probably don't realize that they didn't even have wooden utensils very commonly in the Middle Ages, let alone like sterling silverware. And books weren't common until after the Renaissance period, which was, you know, after the Middle Ages. So I'm like, there's two tells right away. It's not Middle Ages. This history tip has been brought to you by one very frustrated Leona Theodosia. Anyway, moving on. Building, pain in the butt to draw. I think it turned out pretty okay. Maybe not perfect, but you know what? Given that I couldn't draw a building at all without a reference, I'm pretty happy with it. I like the little archway in the front with the little pond. Because of course I have to put lily pads everywhere. I like lily pads, I like forget-me-nots, I like lily of the valley, I like peonies, water lilies, lotuses, plants. I like plants, and I will put the plants on everything. Oh yeah, glowy mushrooms. Oh yeah, we have a butterfly! Let me pause on the butterfly. Butterfly! It's a lot easier to tell that dragonfly is moving. Butterfly is a little more lazy. Which was also on purpose. Its little animation dots were slightly amusing, but then we just do. And that's it. The starting screen. So that's cool. I hope. Yay, we can see chat again. Thank you! I'm glad it's beautiful. Like, it was a pain in the butt drawing all that. Oh goodness, was a pain in the butt. That is actually the second iteration of that concept. I was starting on the other, but I'm like, this isn't coming out well. Let's try again. I don't think I even got the forest scene. I got the plain scene, and actually technically the plain scene, that's the third iteration. I redrew that completely. Oh gosh, that was the starting screens are always the hardest to do because they have the most work. They take me longer than my model. Because again, I do all my own visual. If it's a visual asset, I did it. Usually from scratch, or very, very well near from scratch. Because I guess I did use some references, but yeah. I don't want to get pedantic. I'm glad you like the flying magic insects. They make me think of Twilight Princess, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. There's sparkly insects in there. I grew a fondness for sparkly insects because of that game. What is her name? Agatha, I think? It's not Agnia, that's Octopath Traveler 2 character. Yeah, I think her name is Agatha. She also shows up in Warriors. You can smack people with an umbrella. I'd play more Warriors if more people watched it. Maybe I'll do that anyway, because I'm like, I don't care about growing. Plus, given everything that's happening, it's like, hey, don't you want to be a big VTuber? I'm like, no! Everyone is so mean! I'm fine with being small! People are nice! People are nice when you're small! Like, hey bro, I'm just vibing here. I don't want to ruffle no feathers. Bug no bugs, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, besides me just being like, oh boy. Why is life filled with so many landmine, well, like, metaphorical pitfalls? I guess I should use the term pitfalls. I'm on YouTube. You may not like some terms. Oof. Anyway, there's very many pitfalls in life, and it's just like, avoiding all the pitfalls is hard. But okay, for the ending screen, which y'all would see later, but I'll show y'all now. We have doo-doo-doo. We got this, and look, there's one of you Mises, dark brown fur and purple booty, and you're painting. Let me zoom in so you can actually see that more of, or make it bigger. This is gonna look weird for a second. I'm sorry. But yeah, little painting Misi. But as you can see, I have little fireflies. I'm actually pretty proud of the effect. It's like not the most high quality of firefly effects, but it do be glowing. It do be moving. It do be looking like glowy buggies. But yeah, this is also, which anyone familiar with the game Tiny Glade may have guessed, this is also because of Tiny Glade. I took a photo and I drew it, even though this one is honestly has bigger difference than the other one, but we'll see if I can find it. I want to at least find this one. I don't know if the building one really isn't that interesting. It's like really blank building. But I literally got the game Tiny Glade. Again, not sponsored. Because I was like, my twin Saboria was playing it. I was like, what is that? What is that? And she's like, Tiny Glade. And I'm like, ooh, where'd you get it? She's like, it's on Steam. And I got it! It's like 15 bucks at full price, and I'm just like, 15 bucks? For basically a drawing tool? Heck yeah! So very excited. See, look at the results. There's no way I could have done that on my own. But yeah, very excited about that. Again, I built the things and took the photos, so it's not like I grabbed somebody else's. That was done by me, so hopefully it still counts. Again, I get really nervous because some people in our community are super mean, and I'm like, please don't get mad at me. I just get instinctually really nervous. But yeah, it's a small little loop because it's an ending screen, so usually I think people don't stay long enough to even see it. Which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's the little ending screen. I had to make sure I had put one of you Mises in it because you guys were very prominent in the last ending screen. I felt bad if you weren't at least very much noticeable in this ending screen. So let's see. Now I have, which, the banners for things, you know, like YouTube and Blue Sky, and I still do update Tumblr. I don't really post on it, but it's there. I should check it. I haven't. Bad me, but it's there. I guess if you actually want to contact me, I will usually be checking Blue Sky at least like once or twice in a day, so I don't know. If you want to know what I'm up to, if I have anything to say, I'll usually post it on there, or community post here on YouTube, so be sure to check there. If you're wondering what's up, or just keep an eye on it, I guess. I do try to keep people informed as soon as I know what's going on, because sometimes I don't know either until like a day or two before the thing is going to possibly happen. So, you know, please be understanding. I'm trying my best. But anyway, banners. Banners. Oh, Pixif. Pixif's the last one. So we got 4 banners? Pretty sure. Versus the YouTube one, which has to be big enough to show up on a TV screen. So I'm pretty proud of these. They were actually pretty fun to make. You may have noticed I'm using assets from my starting screen because I kind of like doing that with the banners. I think I did that with some before, and then I'm like, why don't I do this more often? It's like brand synergy or whatever. Like, it was like, yeah, that's a Leona Theodosia banner. It's using stuff from the starting screen. You know, that looks familiar. Which I think is kind of the point, because I'm like, isn't the point of these banners to be like, oh, I'm in the right place? So I went, yeah, let's do that. That's smart, right? So I found, but I was trying to arrange them in new, interesting ways. I did add a few new things, like I did change the colors on the crystal stars. Again, I was really proud of these, so I wanted to use them, so I'm like, I just sort of randomly did things. I went, this looks interesting and nice. Let's go with it. That was my... What is it? Mode of operation? I can't remember. I think it's a Latin way of saying it. It's Latin. Maybe not. Eh. But yeah. Have this. And let me switch. PNG. I'm so glad it changes the file type, because otherwise this would be a lot more annoying to find. Let's do the blue sky one next. Oh, it's gonna be much smaller. That's why I started with the YouTube one, because it's going to be the biggest one. So yeah, blue sky. I kept this fairly simple because I was going to... Yeah, modus operandi. Thank you, Meerkat. Ain't nobody got me like this cat got me. I'm being silly. Full disclosure, I'm being silly. I saw my chance and I took it, I guess. But yeah. So I just wanted a tree, so it's like you're on a hill looking out at the clouds and the blue sky, because it's a blue sky banner, and I went, why don't I just make a blue sky for the blue sky banner? This makes sense. This makes sense. So yeah, I use this tree in all of them because I was very proud of this tree, to be honest. I was very proud of this tree. So I used it for all my things. Again, making sure I at least had some, I was reusing elements so that way people are like, I'm in the right place because it looks like the thing from the other thing. That's kind of the point. One of the points of the banners is to make sure people know, you know, it gives a person another chance to have a chance at going like, yes, I have found the right thing. At least that's what I was going for, so yeah. This one is my favorite. So, it is... Oh, I forgot to check. This one is for... this is the Tumblr one. Okay, this is the Tumblr one. It's got the sakura trees, which were just the one from the beginning. And then I made them glow and then used the petal brush and went ham on it and went... This turned out way nicer than it should have. It turned out way nicer than it should have. I really like it though. I'm like, this looks pretty. This looks like you were chilling beneath the tree, looking at the glowy cherry blossoms. The little sakura over there. And just be like, yes. Hanami. We're having some hanamis. So yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty proud of it. It looks pretty. And okay. Let's do the next and the last one, which is for Pixiv. Which I like the whimsy of it. This one has the most whimsy. Oh gosh, this one's bigger than I thought it would be. Whoop. That's gonna be the easier way. Whimsy. It's a castle in the stars. It's just a big tree. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it doesn't have to. I didn't have time to make like super custom banners, but yeah, so I had fun. It was also kind of a fun challenge, taking pre-existing assets and then like reimagining them. So that was kind of a fun challenge. But yeah, we've got our little castle in the sky with Competto stars. I'm so happy. I love the Competto. I think I made that obvious when I was playing 14 one time. I was like really jazzed because you can make competto in that game, and I'm like, I need to up culinarian so I can make copious amounts of competto. I would 100% just start handing out fistfuls of star candies. Just because I could. But that would probably get annoying if it's just some random person comes up to you and just shoves candy in your face. You're like, why? I don't need this. Like, that could get annoying real quick. I'm not going to. Maybe I should just try to get competto in my pocket, so if anyone comes up to me and it's just like, hi! I can just be like, here, have some star candy. I'll be the old granny handing out candies to all the nice kids that come up to her. That's the vibes. I love it when kids like meet an elderly person and then the kids are immediately, oh, you are grandma and or grandpa to your grandparent to like all the kids, and then immediately like all the kids are like, this is our old person. You gotta be nice to this old person, they're cool. I don't know if that's just me. I do appreciate the village grandparents, the people who fill in the village grandparents role. Very nice of them. I think that's... Oh, right. No. The other reference images. Oh, gosh. Now I need to remember where they are. Okay. Maybe over here? Yes. Okay, one of them's over here. This is... Yes. That one? It's that one. Yes. Okay, it's this one. Oh, that's tiny. Okay. So there's a reference image for this background. As you can see, there's quite a bit of difference. I hope. Yes, this. Or, here, and move down. Oh, thank you for the well wishes. But yeah, you can see I had the radio, the couch, and then I couldn't find the dang bookshelves, which was really irritating. So I had to use a wardrobe. So yeah, definitely looks different, I think. But the, you know, the, what is the word? Composition. The composition's the same, but that's how I laid it out. So yeah. I like how the Moroccan lamps. I did actually want to put hanging lamps, but they looked so weird compared to everything else. I may add in some lamps again, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I tried and it did not work. But yeah, there's one reference. And just for... Now I need to go find... Which is a bigger ask. The... Tiny Glade picture. To show you guys. Because I'm going to be nice and share in the useful knowledge of things that I know. This isn't changing things by a move. Okay, wait, hold on. No, it doesn't. It shouldn't. Okay. It's somewhere from here. Which do I click? Is here? Here! Okay! And then here? Nope, not there. This? No. Why is this the most convoluted save place in this entire thing? Seriously. Like, where is the file? I'm just like, feel like I'm very much going through the filing cabinets going, where is it? I looked to where it was, and of course now that I need to go find it, I don't remember what it's under. Okay, maybe here? No. Not there, not there. Here? Ooh, here? No, not here. Ah. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna find those. Not anytime soon. Alright, boop. But yeah, I also have one for that castle from my starting screen and one for... And I mean, the ending screen. Oh gosh, my brains are scrambled. But yeah. So that's what I did. Would really recommend if you have video games. Honestly, I had someone... oh yeah, it was when I was mentioning it before, and they're like, video gamer solutions. That's That made me laugh so much. I'm like, it really do be like that. When you've got, build modes in your game, you can use that to build something to be a drawing reference. It is so dang handy. The best part is, it can look more how you want it. It's just so nice. So yeah, definitely would recommend TinyGlade. It has non-conventional controls. It was kind of like my first time using it. I'm like, this is weird. Am I gonna be able to get used to this? And then I literally slept on it because the next day I was like, nah, this is fine. I'm good. I don't know why that is, but sometimes you just need to sleep on it, and then your brain's like, I have processed and gone over the information in my sleep. It now makes sense to me. So now we can use the controls, it's fine. I guess that's what happened. I don't know. But it was fun. I was kind of tempted to be like, do I want to go show off TinyGlade? But it's also on my PC, which is a laptop. So I'm like, that's usually a bad idea. It's not the most optimized thing, but it works. It's fun. There's these little sheep that spawn in and you can pet them. And then birds will land on their head and it's really cute. There's also ducks. If you make a pond, ducks will fly onto the pond. Actually, it's always male mallards, which I'm kind of like wondering, because I know one time I was like looking at a pond full of ducks, and I don't even remember where it was, like what kind of place I was, if it was like a park, a zoo, or whatever. I don't know. I just know I was near a pond, there was ducks, and there was other people around. And I go, oh, it's a bunch of male mallard ducks. And this guy next to me is just like, how do you know they're dudes? I'm like, because they have the green heads. And he's like, it's like, only the male ducks have green heads? I'm like, yes. And I pointed over to some female mallards like a ways away. I went, those are the females. He's like, those are mallards too? This guy is like, mind was just completely blown the fact that birds look different depending if they were male or female. It was so funny. But I'm like, dude, is that not common knowledge? I thought that was fairly common knowledge, at least in like the Western world, that male and female ducks will have vastly different plume colors. But apparently not. But yeah, if you didn't know that, you're welcome. I guess. But yeah, they're the little duckies, little mallard ducks, and you can pet them and they go quack, and the sheeps go bah, and it's great. You build buildings and then you pet the animal. It's pretty fun. I'd recommend it. Yeah. I don't have much else to say besides I'm so glad somebody made it. Because oh my gosh. It's really fun to build. I haven't built too much, so I guess I could take pictures of it, though actually maybe save it in a place where I can actually find it. Oh my gosh. Maybe I could still be trying to find the thing in the background while I'm chatting here. As long as I'm not like blocking the chat, I'll be able to see you guys. Can I find this? Because it's like in a really weird spot. It doesn't help that beforehand I was also looking for some other, I was also looking in my files for something else, so now I think those two memories are mixed of where the file pathway to the TinyGlade screenshots are and the pathway to the other thing I was trying to find, and I'm like, god dang it, I don't remember. I wanna say it's in here somewhere. Maybe no? I really want to show these because it's like useful, and then it's also the pictures of stuff, so I can actually show the game without actually having to load up the game, which will probably crash the stream, not gonna lie. Having everything, the stream going on and the game would probably crash my PC. I'm not trying. No thank you. I have gotten my fair share of scuff this stream. It's very much this question. This and this. It's not. Maybe this. Oh, wait. I found it! I found it! Okay, now which ones? Oh, do I not have that one saved? Oh, that might have been saved. Okay. I don't have that picture. I do have this picture. Okay, I don't have one of the others because I think I saved it to the actual art file. I didn't save it as, like, a screenshot. But I do have the ending screen reference. I did. I need to make it so seeable. Here we go. Should look familiar. I lined it up. This was like the fifth picture I took? And I went, nope, this is it. This is it. And you can see that there's like this little well thing. I did try to draw it, but then went, nah. But yeah, we can see that this is in tiny light. I'm gonna make it really big behind me, just so you can see it a little better. I could have just done this, I guess. But yeah. Also, if you're wondering why there's sparkles, it's because if you take, is it stairs? Yeah, it's the stairs. If you take the stairs and you connect it between two buildings, it will make archways. And, well, it'll make a bridge and then have archways. Well, you can delete the arches and then it leaves a floating path. But in the places that aren't supported, it leaves these sparkles. Which is fun, in my opinion. But yeah, the layout should look familiar. If I switch between the two, you can see some differences. But I designed it the way how I wanted it to look. So this one looks pretty spot on because I'm not very good at drawing things. I was actually gonna make the rock thing in the front the same, but the more I stared at it, the kind of mismatched rocky railing? Stone railing? Stone railing. That works. The stone railing, the more I loved it, so I kept it in the final thing. But yeah, I wasn't gonna keep that in. I guess I can show... If I put this under, then I can just be like... You can see some of the differences. Especially if I... Yeah, I have that selected. If I squish this behind, you can see. There are differences. But the composition is mostly the same because I know, shocker, I got the composition how I wanted it. But yeah, just the power of you can build things and take your own photos to design the thing you want to design so that you can get good drawings. It's amazing. Make your own references. I'm going to be a proponent of make your own references. Draw better. It is fine. Literally, that's what the great artists did back in the Renaissance time period. Every single one of them. Heck, there is even a book. Like, I don't think it's Northern European book. It was literally like a how to draw book for painters. And I was shown there's this like little boy with like a dog on a leash, and 5 paintings, it showed up. Sure, there's variants like the clothes, the type of dog, and all that. But it was, you could tell it was the same thing. They all 5 of those different artists from like, some of them different countries. I think it was like over 3 countries use this. And they were like world-renowned famous artists. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not, people don't know what they're talking about. So yeah, just like, be upfront about using references, and don't say it's yours if you traced it. You can use tracing as a drawing exercise, it's just gotta figure... You can't just draw and be like, I learned nothing! It's like, that's not what it's good for! You have to be paying attention when you're doing it, and be like, oh! They made the outlines thicker than the lines on like the inside of the drawing, and that's part of the visual style that I really like. Then you learn something! The learning tool. Don't use it to steal, for crying out loud. Be upfront. Reputation's everything when you're an artist. I'm sorry, I'm getting on topic. Hot button topics. We're getting spicy, I guess? And not that kind of way. Not that kind of way. Anyway. Don't want to get too into that. I don't need a freaking comment war over some people who are very huffy about it, but that's my stance. I'm just like, just use it properly and be upfront. Plus, again, reputation's everything as an artist. Seriously. I've mentioned this a few times. The difference between an artist and a great artist is nothing to do with skill. It has everything to do if you're institutionally backed or not. I know, wild. That is how it works. You could be drawing stick figures, but if you're supported by a museum, congratulations, you're a great artist. Literally. That is how it works. I'm not kidding. You can look it up. Learned that in my art history classes. I was sitting there thinking about it, going, oh my gosh, you're right. I'm like, why is the world like this? Well, the funny thing is, those artists that have like a big following online are closer to, you could argue they are great artists because they have a big following. Like, their institution, in quotes, is their following. So, something to chew on, I guess. I don't know why I'm on this topic. I'm more rambling. I'm sorry. But I'm talking about art things. My mind wanders. I get anxious and my mind wanders and then I ramble. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think that's about it. Have I showed everything? Let me check on my list here. I think I've shown everything because I showed the ending. I showed the banners. I've showed the background. You saw me. Being silly. Yeah, I think I showed everything. Unless I seriously failed at something. This went on a little longer than I thought. I thought I would only get like 45 minutes, but it's been like, what, hour 16 minutes? Yeah, about an hour 16 minutes or so. Okay, 17, because I had the starting, but nah. Starting a little bit, but yeah, dang. Yeah. I hope all the new stuff looks good, and maybe you learned something. Maybe you got pointed to how to get a little help before you can just like do it on your own. I guess is make your own reference. If there's one thing you take away from this entire stream. What am I saying? Stream. Make your own reference. Make your own references. You'll thank yourself in the long run. You'll be able to design it just the way you want. There's like a ton of video games where you can design things. I imagine if you still actually have The Sims, that'd be even better. I wish I kind of did. I don't want to get Sims 4 though. I'm like, I'm not buying that. That's a whole mess right now. I don't want to touch with a stick. No, thank you. It's hard to be a gamer nowadays. Everything's going wonky. It's hard to do anything nowadays, let's be serious. Everything's up in the air, it feels like. Hopefully that's all down. At the very least, we have settled into my 4.0 era! Woo! That should be fun. I am so glad I've had... You know what the thing is? I've had this model like ready to go for like 5 or 6 months. I've made some updates, but it's been usable for like 5 or 6 months. I think I didn't always have my ears like this. I was actually thinking about having my ears still be fuzzy, and then I was like, do I look booky enough? Are people not gonna know I'm a magic book? I need more elements to say I'm a magic book. I don't think the outfit details are gonna be enough. Despite having a literal color set that looks like a row of books on a bookshelf and like a book on my chest here that's opened up. That's what it is. In case anyone's been staring at it going, what is that? It's a book. It's just stylized. Art. But yeah, I got my little page ears, which may need some brushing up. I don't know if you noticed, but it's like, I have it so it has like 3 layers, but it kind of looks a little weird. I don't know. I might have changes. I'm just gonna say, things might get a brush up eventually, but I don't think it's gonna get out it so it's like a alt outfit, or like, I have to go with my 5.0, like 4.5, 4.5, there we go, that's it. Like 4.5 era, because it's like, it's kind of different. Different enough, but I'm also really glad, because I guess I have to update it for you Mises. We have not had, I think since I designed the first time with the little, when I was still trying to add some like alien-ish, otherworldly, not like alien, but like not of this world kind of elements from like my original lore, but I've kind of distanced myself from that. Now I'm like, I'm a magic book in an enchanted forest or something. I don't know. I don't pay attention. I'm not working on my own lore very much. I'm not a lore creator kind of person. I like lore. I enjoy watching lore videos. I'm not very good at making my own. But hey, I'm doing my best. So I hope it shows. But gee, I hope it shows. This took so long for some of these things, especially that starting screen. Oh my gosh. That's actually, I had to animate that 2 times. Cause I animated, I'm like, it looks kind of janky, but it's functional. It's not too noticeable, but it is definitely janky. And then I like slipped on it, and literally the next day I'm like, I'm an idiot. There was such an easier way of animating this. Cause I have to have that scrolling, and so the book shows up, but I had it set the first time just so the whole thing moved. So that meant I had to move the book to wherever it was moved. It was basically, I had 2 elements. Like, I guess you could think of like, you have a camera and you're pointing at where it's filming. And then you're like pulling the colored sheet so it looks like it's moving, but it's just like you pulling this like really long thing of paper or like a painted fabric, however you want to envision it. And then you have to like open a book at the end and that. And it was just so hard. I'm like, why don't I just not do that? Why don't I just have a parameter for the movement like a smart person, and then I don't even have to move the book element. If you know anything about animation, maybe that'll make sense. I don't know. But it was really annoying because I was just basically, I was moving like everything, and then I realized I didn't have to do that. I could just make it look like it was moving without having to move. I don't know how to describe it simply. I'm not that much of an animator. I don't know the terminology. But yeah, that was a pain in the butt. I'm so glad it turned out. Everybody seemed happy with it. I'm like so relieved. I had to mention it. It was a pain in my tail, I tell you, my painted me's. It was a pain in my tail, and I'm so glad it was worth all the hassle. And also the, honestly, facepalming myself, because I'm like, why did I do it the hard way? I could have done it the easier way. It took me like 1/4 of the time to animate it the second time. That's how bad it was. I guess more than anything that was bad. It took me 1/4 of the time to animate it the second time. I was like, why am I like this? I just wasted all that time for being dumb. I should have thought about it for like literally, what, 2 more minutes? Well, I would have had an easier time of it. Oh boy. Anyway, I guess takeaway from that story. Use your brain to think for a few minutes, and you'll save yourself a few hours of work that you didn't need to do. Unless you're trying to waste time, then I guess do it the hard way, because then it's then you're not wasting time, you're spending time? Whatever. That's on you. I'll let you guys decide. That's a you thing. For now, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm happy that we got an hour and a half almost. Wow. I thought this was gonna be pretty short, but it ended up almost being as long as my regular streams, which, yeah. I don't stream as much as I used to, but I try to stream at least once a week when I can. So keep an eye out for the posts by Painted Meese. I will definitely post when I realize I am, free. Usually been Fridays at 1 p.m. Pacific time. I don't know which time zone you lived in. That's a case of mission fail successful. Yeah. It's like, I did it, but also realized, like, when I was just like, there was so much easier way of doing that. We did see, which I even actually before this, okay, you know what? Another little tidbit. I had an error in my starting screen. The little spinny star circle, it stopped spinning before I was out of frame, and I was like, oh gosh, I gotta fix that. So I literally was doing things up until before stream. Because ain't that the case? It's like, you got it all planned out. You got plenty of time. I mean, come on. It's weeks away. Maybe even a month away. It's fine. It's not like you're gonna get hit with the... It's freaking, like... It's not even... What is it? Oh, what's the words? Art block! Art block! I'm trying to think of art block. And not even art, it wasn't even art block. It was just I kept drawing things. And like, even just getting the composition right was a struggle. I was like, oh boy. I cannot stress enough how much of it was, I can just use video games to design things for the composition. There's literally games where you just have it so you lay things out and I can get the composition that way. And then use my photography skills to take a nice photo of the composition that I want. Why am I making this difficult for myself? Again, I guess that's the whole thing of take a few minutes to think and you'll save yourself so much time. So much trouble. Oh my gosh. That's very much what we have the phrase, work smarter, not harder. Think and you might think of an easier way of doing it. Jeez. Yes, I'm a bit still going like, just grabbing the bridge of my nose going, why? I'm going why at myself. It seems so obvious in hindsight, but it took me weeks to think of it. Ain't that the case for so many times? It's like, I wish I thought of this weeks ago. It's so obvious in hindsight. Why didn't I think of this weeks ago? I could have saved myself so much work and time. Moral of the story, be smart. Be smart, we have brains, please use them. Yeah, anyway. Really should have ended here. I hope you BCs found something of interest. I am definitely going to have to change the colors on the chat decoration. Instead of just using the filter to make it darker so you can read. But I'll definitely have to do that. Hopefully I'll remember. Who knows? Who knows with me? I've been pretty good at it though. I have been very good at remembering things. Yay me, tiny victories. So yeah, I hope you Mises enjoyed all of this. It was, as you may come to learn, a lot of work. A lot of work that I think was pretty worth it. I'm honestly quite satisfied with the results. It took so many tries. And a little help from some video games. Work smarter, not harder. But I did it! I did it! I did it with, I guess, my own abilities. Maybe not as much of scratch as I would want, but I did it! So, we're good! That's what matters. You have a beautiful day there too, friendo. The meerkat is friend, for anyone who didn't know. We're buddies! Which, yeah. Oh, shameless friend plug. He's a streamer too. You can find him on Twitch. Same name. Go watch him. If that embarrassed him, I'm gonna help it then. I'm a good friend. Everything look amazing. Have a good job. Thank you. I'm very, very happy to hear that. It was. Yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy it. I think we're gonna enjoy it. And again, I'm probably gonna add some buggies to the vines to have some animation, but I think that's the only thing I'm gonna change for the chat screen. Yeah. I think it went good. Is it the best thing ever? But I'm proud of it. I'm getting better. I actually drew a building and some furniture. Heck yeah. Improvement. Oh, isn't that the case? I hope whatever y'all painted Mises are working on, my little creative painted Mises, which is why I gave you little paintbrush tails or like pen tails. Whatever your endeavors are, I do hope that even if it's slowly, you get better bit by bit. Because as you can see, it may taken me 3 years to get where I am. But you know what? I'm doing alright. I got my 4.0 error after 3 years. We're doing good. It pays off if you keep at it and you're smart about it. And you, I guess, yeah. Let's just leave it at smart. I don't need to get rambly again. But yeah, I hope it does well. But for now, that will be it for today. I very much appreciate all of you coming. Much, you know, my sincerest thanks for real for coming. It makes it so gratifying to be able to do all this. Just a few kind words here and there really helps make it just, you know, the accomplishment just feel that much more special. And I hope that I'll have more maybe little shorts of silly little the seasonal events on 14, or we have some more fun games. Like maybe I'll play the Ni no Kuni games that I had, the couple of Ni no Kuni games I have eventually, which I really love. Like playing a Studio Ghibli movie. Maybe we'll do that eventually, so then it won't be so weird that I have a Higgly in my starting screen. No regrets. Absolutely none. Those little guys are cute. Anyway. I really should get a movie. But thank you all so much for coming, my little Miesies. Be sure to keep an eye out for any posts I make of upcoming streams, because I know it's a little up in the air as of the time of recording and all that. But I will keep you informed as much as I'm, you know, have the information to give while it's accurate and all that jazz. And I hope to be seeing you in the future as we're in this 4.0 era. Maybe we'll get to a 4th anniversary. Wouldn't that be special? Another year. It's the day of my 3rd anniversary. I'm already thinking of next year. I suppose that's a good sign, right? I don't know if it'll be, please don't tell me make it so it's like a 5.0. I'm not doing that. Don't do that to myself. I'm good here. But yeah, we'll see what the next year has in store for us, as in next year, the actual, from now. And what is it? 365 days? Plus 1 if it's a leap year, I think? Is it a leap year? No, it's not gonna be a leap year. For if people still do that. Or if... I don't actually... I know not everybody does. Anyway, around here we do. It's kind of annoying. Not really, but nah. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I hope we'll have another good year now that we've made to this 3rd year milestone. We got new stuff, so that should be fun. And hopefully we'll have a lot of cool things for the year, even if it may not be as busy as some other years. Maybe it will be busy. I don't know either. I would like to know too, but hopefully it's good and we can all have some fun together with some fun games and silliness and whimsy, because whimsy makes life that much better. In my opinion, I guess. But for now, I hope all you Mies are well, and it's time to say bye-bye, and I hope to see you next time.